So today we're going to be taking a look at a scenario where civilization starts over. In the last episode, we saw a plethora of things happen. Proxy war over in Britain ended, which lasted in a lot of countries annexing land in Scandinavia. The French got larger. The red and blue teams came back. These two countries united to form the new pink country. And a pretty big Central American war happened. But anyways, if you guys enjoy these videos, please make sure to like and subscribe to the channel as we are trying to reach 500 subscribers before the end of the month. Our original goal was 400, and even the next video, um, which is going to be what if the purple team came into the modern day, it's gonna say, that the goal was 400, but I can't edit that now because it's already scheduled for the 13th, so, yeah. But just know we're trying to reach 500 subscribers before the end of the month. I'm fully confident we can get there. Anyways, let's go ahead and start this video. Now let's just head over to the main event of today's episode, which we're gonna start off with pretty easily, and that is gonna go ahead and be this country. Remember, this country is a terrorist country. It has a administrative building right here, which acts as its capital. And well, this country is they're pretty interesting. Basically, they are a terrorist organization country, and they haven't done much since they existed. I would say they existed for about, I don't know, maybe 10 episodes. And they're starting to go a little haywire, as they're finally having bombings go on in the gray team's cap, the blue team's cap, and even the yellow team's cap. This country is also getting a lot more popular in these areas around them, specifically in the blue country, where a pretty large terrorist organization, or a pretty large population joins this terrorist organization, which doesn't include any major cities, but it's kind of close to both, and it could possibly separate the country. It's getting larger. Another group of these terrorists exists in the gray team, and then a pretty small one is in the yellow team. But this is becoming very large now, and they are also funding terrorist bombings going on, even in countries like it's not like that border them. So such countries include Turkmenistan, this kind of green country right here, as well as this white/gray country. And another country that has this happen is this team, the green team in China. They kind of follow this river right here, and well, they're getting a terrorist bomb. This time it's a great terrorist bombing into their capital city. And this hits the Capitol building, it kills the president and many cabinet members, which in return kinda goes ahead and provokes this country to go in anarchy, as there's nobody really to lead the government. So before it can turn into full anarchy, the countries around it are gonna divide. So the brown team gets the big majority of it, getting access to their former capital and as well as a lot of the coastline. While the gray team, of course, is going to take that land to relieve their capital, and the purple team is going to take that land to relieve their capital. And a terrorist bombing just caused the country to collapse and get divided between its neighbors. That's a pretty crazy feat. And the countries around this are going to go ahead and form an alliance. An alliance to kind of prevent anything like this from happening again. Another weird event happens. This is actually a really weird event. The pink team can go ahead and change its capital to over here. Just kind of a weird filler event, I guess. The 4-point star alliance is created between North China, South China over here. The purple team, you can also call them the brown country, as well as this pink country that just moved its capital. And well, this is really just to get to the bottom of whatever, just happened right here in this country. And it's kind of hard because no files are really to be investigated. They all burned in the terrorist bombings that happened. And yeah, it was not good. But they're going to try to prevent any terrorist threats from going on. Now, people know that this is a terrorist country, but they don't think they have the technology to bomb something that's all the way over here. They don't think they have that. They think that they're just invading a bunch of countries because, why not? Even though they're technically not really invading, these are just populists that want to join them, and the countries around it don't want that to happen. Anyways, let's go on and move something to a little less dark. That's the civil war in Myanmar. Now, Myanmar hasn't really done anything at all, but they have a little bit of land up here that used to not be a part of them, and well, that causes for civil war to happen, and it's not pretty. All of this northern area, which used to be its own country, goes ahead and rebels, and actually takes a good amount of land with Myanmar or slash Burma doesn't really know what to do, like at all. So they're gonna go ahead and release this as its own thing because they feel it can get too out of hand, and well, they're not too militaristically experienced. So they go ahead and get this land, and well, this is gonna turn into its own country. Now I know Burma did have a little bit of land in this like peninsular type area, like right here they used to have a little bit of land. However, they just give it up because they realized it would just cause for more ethnicity problems, and the capital will be right there. Over here in the gold team, we can go ahead and see that a vote is gonna be held in to see if they want to invade the pink team. Literally, 99% says yes, and then obviously the remaining percent says no. And well, this pig Polish team, which probably should have died a long time ago, is getting invaded by its well, country that actually invaded it first. Remember, the pig Polish country, I think it existed in episode 2, but then like got invaded as soon as it existed, and then it made a return in like episode 30 something, I believe, or maybe 20. And well, now it's gone again, and it's fully gone actually because it has been fully annexed by the good old gold country. Now I do have to cut this episode short. I'm not ending it right here, but I do have to cut it a little short due to IRL reasons. Anyways, over here in South America, we can go ahead and see that a little bit is happening, which is well, the Dark Cyan team slash Dark Gray team starting their invasion of the Purple Country. The Purple Country didn't do anything. However, the Dark Cyan team, or Dark Gray team, keep talking Dark Science, the Dark Gray team, doesn't care, and they are a very militaristically good country. And immediately, the Purple team is like, "Why are you invading us? What do we do?" And the Dark Cyan team's like, "Cause yes." And the Dark Purple team doesn't have anything to say about this. They can't do anything. Eventually, the southern border is captured, and this is when it just snakes up. And now the Dark Gray team is bigger and stronger than the purple team, and that's actually when the purple team just is like, no, we're not dealing with this anymore. We don't want to be a country anymore. We are depressed, and we don't want to be a country. And that's also totally not because there's just too much purple and pink in South America. Anyways, we're going back over here to the last event for this video. Now, the white team is actually starting to invade the blue team, and they're doing pretty well in it, getting a lot of land very fast. They also even start invading the yellow country right here, also taking a good chunk of land. And they don't invade the gray country yet, but they are getting pretty close to and seeing they might have to in the future. However, like I said, that's gonna do it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And it's a very short one, but I had to cut it due to real reasons. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Good.